Hi everyone, Mark Troth here, broker and owner of Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Troth Realtors in Lancaster, California, bringing you the weekly update for the Antelope Valley market statistics for the week of July 12th, 2021. I hope everybody out there is doing well and that you had a nice weekend. A little warm here in the Lancaster Palmdale area, but this time of year we're kind of used to it and accustomed to it. So with that, our market is starting to do some interesting things. So let's get into the statistics and see where we start the week. So here we go. We start this morning with 442 active listings on the market in the Greater Antelope Valley Association of Realtors MLS systems. As I always like to put the disclaimer out there that these numbers are strictly the numbers coming out of that association. And so reflect probably majority of the market activity here in the Antelope Valley. So as I said, this morning we start with 442 active listings. So maybe start by putting that in perspective. Our typical inventory in normal times will run somewhere between 800 to 1200. So even though we're starting to see this uptick in inventory, that's a healthy thing. That 442 as of this morning compared to 410 last week. That's a 7.8% increase from 4 weeks ago, June 14th. You can see that we're up 20.5% from 367. There was a point a couple months ago that we were hovering right around 300. So starting to move back up into that better, not quite a normal market, still a seller's market, but we're starting to gain some inventory, and we're going to cover something about that in just a minute. Pending escrows or pending properties, those that are in escrow, we also had an uptick last week from 832, started this morning with 852, a little under a 2.5% increase, down a little bit from 4 weeks ago when we were at 887. Down, actually, if you were to go back 3 or 4 months ago, we were somewhere hovering right around 1,000. So a little bit of a pullback from the buyers out there. Not as many bidding wars, still some, but not as many going on. You can see that the total between active and pendings, 1294 compared to 1242 last week. That's, of course, primarily due to the increase in listings and then up from 1254 4 weeks ago. And so in covering, I guess, the silver lining, what's good about this increase in inventory, as well as then a decrease in the number of pendings, is that there's a number of buyers that are sitting on the sidelines that through the torrid market of last summer into the winter and spring of this year, that actually just got fatigued, tired of being beat out on multiple offers over and over. I like to refer to those as second chance buyers. So we're starting to see them nose and come back into the market saying, maybe with this increase in inventory, maybe it is a good time for us to get back out and nose around sellers, not receiving, most of them anyway, dozens of offers on properties. So starting to see some of those folks that decided to sit on the sidelines come back into the market, which is a good thing. Like I said last week, that pendulum's starting to come off that superheated seller's market and just shift down ever so slightly, which is good for a healthy market. So let's get into week over week numbers for the last couple of weeks. We'll share that slide with you, and there we go. And so you can see that last week from the 5th of July through the 11th of July, yesterday, new residential listings that came on the market, a little bit of an increase, 136 compared to the prior week of 131, about a 3.8% increase. Residential listings that went into escrow during that same period, down a little bit, 8. That may have had to do somewhat with Monday of last week being an official holiday, July 5th, but definitely seeing that kind of be that consistent number right there. Interesting number is that the median number of days that those pending properties were on the market, still sitting right at 10. So that's still good, is that a property's in good condition and priced right. not going to be on the market a long time. A little bit of a concerning number here, residential listings that closed last week. And once again, this could be a little bit skewed because title companies, escrow, the recorders were closed on Monday. So really we were dealing with about 4/5 of a week. You can see the prior week that we are at 108 closings, last week 60. And I know that slide says 44% up. That is actually 44% down. And so anyway, a little error on my slide, but we will correct it here. It is 44% down. So I have a feeling we're going to see that uptick back into the 100, 110 neighborhood by the next week when we're reviewing this. Median sales price down, fluctuated just a little bit, 5.4% down, down to 437.5. And once again, what is still interesting is that we are seeing the median list price of solds for that time period of July 5th, 2021 through 7/11/2021. We're still seeing our sales prices a tick above what our median list price is. So buyers, if a property is in good condition and priced right, that gap is narrowing every so bit. We were about 5% above, which once again kind of reflects a little bit of a change in the market. So some interesting stuff going on out in the Antelope Valley market. Always like to bring you the Antelope Valley statistics. We always get lumped in with LA County, which kind of skews our numbers up here. If you were to look at the median sales price in LA County, it's somewhere up in the sixes. So with that, that is our market report for Monday, July 12th. Anything that any of our trusted associates can do to help you out, answer some questions, glad to do that. So with that, make it a great week. Love to hear from you, input on what you think of these statistics. So take care, everybody, and have a great week. Bye-bye.